It is the SMT Media Network, folks. It was a bad night for the Lakers. They lost Anthony Davis to an injury. He got injured like partially, maybe midway through the first half with I think they called it an abdomen injury of some sort, some kind of abdominal injury. He didn't return. He was ruled out for the game, never made it back. And then the Lakers just couldn't get back into the game. The final score, 118 to 104. The 76ers seemed unstoppable. And honestly, the Lakers offensively didn't really play all that bad. Defensively, they played really, really bad. So we got to talk about the Lakers in this game. We got to talk about what they're going to be doing in the future in the instance that possibly Anthony Davis misses time. We'll take it one game at a time here, but let's just talk about this one. All right, so with Anthony Davis out, you saw some guys get some extra run. Max Christie didn't do much, played 22 minutes. Austin Reeves got, some extra run. Obviously having to handle the ball with LeBron kind of moving around a little bit, kind of getting into that power forward kind of position. Rui, and then off the bench, Dorian Finney-Smith plays a little bit more. Cam Reddish saw the floor for about 18 minutes, made a couple nice plays. Jackson Hayes, Christian Koloko ended up logging some minutes too, 19, 18 minutes. Dalton Connect was actually really good. He scored 24 points, had some really nice plays later in the fourth quarter. The Lakers shot 51% from the field. The problem wasn't scoring for them throughout most of the game. The problem for them was defense. The Sixers spent most of the game shooting above 50%. They were hot. And to kind of be a little bit more direct as to who was hot, it was Tyrese Maxey, who, I don't know how many games it is consecutively, but this guy is just destroying teams from the offensive standpoint. 43 points tonight, 15 of 26 overall, 4 of 11 from 3, 9 for 9 from the free throw line. Throw in a couple of assists, a couple of steals, a few rebounds. He was amazing tonight. Slicing and dicing through the defense. When the Lakers sent doubles, he dished and found open players for open looks, and they hit shots. Yabusele threw in 14. Eric Gordon threw in 14. Kelly Oubre Jr. was really good. He had 20 points tonight. Didn't shoot that great, but was able to get to the rim. That's what you do when you can't shoot, right? If the shot's not falling. That's what he did. Ricky Council IV had some really good moments off the bench. He ended up playing 20 minutes, scored 16 points. But the big thing here, folks, for the Lakers is if Anthony Davis misses a considerable amount of time, maybe a couple of games, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, I don't know. He has had soft tissue injuries in the past. They have sidelined him for extended durations, multiple games. If he misses a lot of time, the Lakers are going to lose a lot of games. They currently stand at 26-19. And in that particular record, 26-19, they're positioned to be like 5th in the West. It's kind of tight within that kind of region of the standings. So the Nuggets are 28-18. They're ahead. Then you got the Lakers, then you got the Clippers at 26-20. They're kind of bunched up in there. The Wolves are not that far behind them. Neither are the Suns and the Mavericks. Neither are the Kings, actually. They're 24-22. If Anthony Davis misses a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, those teams can all pass the Lakers. Literally in 2 weeks. Easily. That could happen in like 6 games. If the Lakers go on like a 5-game losing streak, 10-game losing streak, which that's not out of the realm of possibility. You guys must be crazy to think that the Lakers couldn't lose 10, 15 games in a row if Anthony Davis isn't there. You saw how the Lakers looked against the Philadelphia 76ers without Paul George, without Joel Embiid. Basically Tyrese Maxey and a bunch of regular guys that you could replace with another set of regular guys from any roster. And they blew out the Lakers. The Lakers didn't even have a chance. They were never really close after the second quarter. The lead was double digits the whole time. At one point, it ballooned to like 22 points. That's the 76ers. The 76ers are like 11th in the East. You know, they're behind the Bulls, the Hawks, the Pistons, right? Those are kind of like your borderline playoff teams there in the East. They had Bronny in the game. He was turning over the ball. You know, they looked terrible against a bad team. Guys, LeBron James. The box score shows 31 points. The box score shows 9 assists and 8 rebounds. Like he's flirting with a triple-double. He did not play well. When the team needed him to score, he couldn't make a shot. He was bricking the outside shots. He made his paint shots, you know, the attacking of the rim, getting into the paint and getting some layups, making a couple close shots. There's no confidence in his shot right now. The last several games I've watched him, has not looked that good. He has not had much lift to the shot. You know, it doesn't look that great. He's always been a streaky shooter. He's not that reliable from out there. But really the problem is the turnovers. They had him put for, I think, 8 turnovers. He probably had more than 10. Seriously. And I'm not even going to evaluate. Like, who cares? The Lakers, without Anthony Davis, are going to be horribly bad because they have a horrible coach and their, I guess, second best player, LeBron, doesn't play defense. And the team actually is not that good defensively. So now you don't even have anything defensively. Like Austin Reeves is a nice offensive player. He's not a very good defender. This is going to force guys to play more minutes than they normally would. You're going to see Dalton Connect probably start playing 25, 30 minutes a game. A rookie who doesn't, you know, have the most polished game. He has moments. He's a nice little player, but it's going to push him into a more prominent role. This is probably going to push a guy like Cam Reddish into more minutes. It's probably going to push a guy like Vanderbilt to kind of probably have to start playing back-to-backs and playing more minutes. You know, they probably didn't want to rush him back from injury, but there may not be a choice. You know, Dorian Finney-Smith is going to play more minutes. Of course, I'm speculating that's if AD ends up missing extended time. But JJ Redick hasn't shown any propensity to make the right coaching decisions and really help his guys improve and get better. If anything, when I watch the Lakers over the last several weeks, defensively, they've just gotten worse. The benefits for them have come from their opponents, where most of their wins come from really bad teams. So in my estimation, the Lakers can lose a lot of games, a lot of consecutive games. Bad coaching, lack of leadership, poor defensive efforts and intensity. They might get blown out. I don't know. They've already been blown out, like 10 times this year? They might get blown out 10 times in the next 15 games. I'm talking like 15, 20, 25, 40 points. Be prepared to see the awful body language from LeBron. You know what he's going to do. Be prepared for the blame game. Be prepared for him to maybe take some nights off. You say, to hell with this. Why do I want to hang around for this? We got no chance at winning. I'm going to look embarrassing out here. These guys can make me look bad. I mean, just whatever you could think of, it's probably going to be the case. You know how LeBron does. LeBron's going to play some minutes. You might be excited about that. He looked awful tonight. They get 2 or 3 turnovers. He was getting his shot swatted. Came in, took a 3, bricked it right off the bat, wide open. Oh, man. The Lakers are trash. It's going to get worse.